getting the job done, but not looking impressive, not playing particularly well. Is that fair to say?
Didn't play well at all, Tommy. The first half, they were completely outplayed. Around the midfield there, you weren't busy enough. Ajax will be hugely disappointed not to get something from the match. They outplayed Real Madrid. They hustled them, they harried them, pressed them, forced them into errors. But on the ball, they were really good. The midfield players, the Beak, Shona, the experienced man, and young Frankie de Jong. He looked every bit a Barcelona player tonight. But the front three were great, Tadic in particular. And they should have been well ahead at half-time.
Could have been well ahead if the VAR system hadn't been brought in, because it was a very tight decision. Brian, talk us through it.
Yeah, it was the only one that we saw, obviously, in the match. There may have been one in the second half. Here's the header from the light. Courtois makes a bit of an error in trying to get a hold of it. You see the header down here, but look at the players. Bale is keeping them on side initially. Tagliafico and Tadic are the two men there. So initially he's on side there. Tadic throws his leg at it. Tagliafico comes out and heads it back in. But when we see the VAR replay, and you look here, it's not very clear looking. But Tadic is actually blocking the goalkeeper. He's interfering with the goalkeeper, but he's actually in an offside position as well when Tagliafico heads it. So, in fairness to the referee and the VAR system, and I think the referee has to make the decision in the end. It's up to the referee to make the decision. He went and had a look at it. He's obviously told it's a tight one, and he's got it right. But it was harsh on Ajax, because there was no appeal from the Real Madrid players.
That's it, and it's worth noting that all goals are reviewed, and they obviously gave a word in the referee's ear that this needs to be looked at, and no matter how small it is, it's still offside.
Yeah, I personally think VAR will improve the decision-making. It still comes down to people's interpretation, but I think it will improve football going forward. You know, technology is in every other sport. It's inevitable it happens in football as well. Yeah,
finest of margins. Brian, but you put together a sequence which shows the missed chances that Ajax had, and then, of course, they would rue them when Real hit the front.
Yeah, only a couple of them, Tommy, really. There was an awful lot of chances. That was Tadic playing as an orthodox centre-forward. Had a great game in the match. Did really well to get a shot. Lovely touch by the Beak here. Ziyech probably should have hit it right-footed first time. Good save by Courtois. Lovely bit of play down the right-hand side. This is the young player, 18-year-old Vinicius, making moves this year. Brilliant play. Good run from Bale to take his man away. Nice pace on the ball, the pass. But look at him smacking it into the far corner there. Benzema had been doing very little in the match. One shot before then that finished. They actually took him off shortly after the goal. They took him off. They thought the game that 1-0 would be enough for them, but it wasn't.
His 60th Champions League goal, Benzema, fourth in the all-time list.
It's best, though. Best in 3 years now, Benzema. Yeah. It's amazing how it's gone from, isn't it, since Ronaldo's left. Many thinking, look, they've not been at the best going forward, Real Madrid, but he's certainly been flourishing, certainly of late as well. And the thing being, Kevin, that even when they're struggling and being outplayed, they've always had guys like that, even though Ronaldo's gone. That's the thing. How many times did we see it last season? They were outplayed by Juve in the last couple of seasons. They've been outplayed by Bayern Munich in the last couple of seasons, but they find a way to win games. They've got
when it comes to the final, they're on the ball.
They deliver, don't they?
Real character.
They got the goal they deserved, though, Ajax. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, for sure. Oftentimes was lovely, beautiful build-up play. A little bit of controversy here. The tackle into the back of Vasquez. Lovely ball through from Tadic again. The cut-back cross. The left winger did very well, Neres, in the match. But here's the winning goal late in the game. The Beak doesn't really run. The brilliant ball in. And one of the substitutes, Asensio, goalkeeper, not a mistake, and now it goes out. This is the 92nd minute. Dolberg clean through. Experience from Ramos just gives him a little bit of a nudge as he's about to shoot, and no pace on the shot. Courtois able to make the save.
Yeah, Ajax ruining those missed chances and Real doing what Real do.